What is good, you guys? It is your boy Temp, and we are back at last with another video. And this one here, kind of like a part 2 to the Devin Booker PE. We've got the MORANT Kobe 6 Protro PE from Star Batch. And of all of the Star Batch Kobe 6 PEs, this is probably my favorite. You got that kind of matte ice blue, better than them ice Grinches that people be raving about, with that bright coral. And this is just a really, really clean colorway. Always loved these since I saw MORANT rocking them and actually finally getting a PE besides the reps he was rocking. So yeah, once again, shout out to LG Rose. Again, they sent me this pair as well. So code TEMPNECK for $15 off. I don't know if these are on the website yet, so if they aren't, just hit them up through WhatsApp or Instagram. I usually just message them through IG. And as well, they did come with the Star Batch tags. So if you guys are unsure, I always just tell people to do their due diligence and making sure they get the right batch. Going through LG Rose is, a safe play, but always make sure they do have that, because with these kind of unique PE colorways, usually the only people who make them are budget batches, and that's also kind of usually how they're easy to tell for these. But if you are unsure, just look for those Star Batch tags, that we actually get the luxury of getting one of those really rare, unique colorways from an actual retail looking batch, right? So yeah, I'm very hyped for these. I'll show you guys the box at the end. I'll do my best to remember. Somebody pointed out in the last video that the promo tag says Kobe 6 Protro Bookub instead of Booker. And I noticed that this said Booker as well instead of MORANT. To me, it doesn't matter. I mean, no one's going to see my size tag unless they're inspecting it. And I'm not somebody who tries to pass off reps as retail because I like to wear my shoes. So, hence why I don't keep the boxes. Because I wear the shoes, not the box. Anyways, y'all have heard me say that before. But starting off with the bottom of the shoe, man, you've got your standard Kobe 6 Protro traction pattern in that bright blue, in that bright kind of like a coral color. I don't think there is actually a color code on the box. It just says New Orchid /white. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to call it the iced out blue and the coral. But solid rubber throughout for all y'all solid rubber heads who don't want that translucent. Here y'all go. And that carbon fiber looking real nice on the bottom as well. Like I mentioned in the last video, Star Batch did a really good job on this Kobe 6. And these are far superior to their OG one that they put out a while back. They just did a really good job on these. But standard Kobe 6 outsole there. As for your midsole, as far as I'm aware, you do have the Protro cushioning setup. It says Nike Zoom on the back. You've got Cushlon in the back and Zoom Turbo in the forefoot, and you've got kind of like a white and black speckled midsole throughout. I'm trying to, I want to say it's black. Yeah, looks like black. Couldn't tell if it was like navy or something. It looks like black. Midsole curve, scale lining, and like I mentioned, Star Batch absolutely killed the aesthetics on this shoe, man. But this shoe, as for how it feels on foot, it feels maybe the closest of any batch to retail. The Zoom Turbo in the forefoot is less protruding than some other batches. It feels a little bit more firm like retail. Heel has good cushion, but it's not overly soft too. It's quite nice. Like I mentioned, I know a lot of people said they really like the Star Kobe 5s. I found the cushioning in those to be quite a bit firm and on the dead side, even though the rest of the shoe was really, really nice. But these, I mean, they did a really good job. This is, probably one of the best. And like I mentioned to a few people, I would say it is the closest to retail of any batch. And is it my favorite? For performance, probably not. Is it the closest replicating it to retail? I would say so. I mean, these feel really freaking close. So, yeah, and I mean, aesthetically, of course, they did an incredible job, too, with all the little details like the midsole curve and scale lining. And, yeah, just a really good job. As for the upper, you have that fully matte ice blue, and it is super clean, man. And this one here does seem to have a bit softer materials than the Booker pair. And yeah, like I said, the Booker pair felt really good, a little bit stiff in the toe box, as do most batches of reps do. They don't kind of have that really soft engineered mesh with the polyurethane scales, whatever synthetic backings and stuff they've been using in that kind of application or three-piece fusing process. However the Kobe 6 upper is made, I believe it is multiple layers fused together. But they can't seem to get it as soft as retail. I just find that with every batch, but overall, though, these do feel good. They do feel a little bit softer than the Booker pair, I would say. And you've got that glossed out black swoosh with the overspray and perfect positioning. And again, man, they really just killed all the details of this shoe. Black on the medial side as well there. As for the heel, you've got a white synthetic leather, which is really nice. A transparent white heel counter with the ice blue Kobe signature. Then kind of coral heel tab on the collar lining and everything looks quite good as well. Again, great job on the details. You've got that ice blue on the torch mesh tongue. Ice blue on the tongue in great shape and everything with the tongue as well. Coral on the Shizuku and coral collar lining backing the tongue and the interior here. And the firmness and the rigidity in the shape of the padding. Again, this is, you know, maybe the best there is for any badge aesthetically. Like, they really did a good job aesthetically on this sneaker. You know, hats off to Star Batch. They really killed it. I really wish this shoe was a little bit more available as a lot of their shoes, as they tend to sell out so fast. It's not a shoe that's very widely available, which sucks, and that's my one gripe about the Batch. But yeah, and then the insole, it has the standard, I want a shoe that molds to my foot. And then you've got your white oval flat hybrid laces on there. And again, I mean, I really like the Booker pair, but this is definitely, I would say, my favorite. Star Batch just did an absolutely amazing job on these new 6s, man. I mean, they did a good job on the new 5s too. Apparently they got 4s coming out again soon. The colorway list, they just seem to be all the generic colors we've seen so many times, so that's a bit of a letdown. But as for the quality, I mean, I'm sure they're going to be, you know, their 4s were decent before besides the fit. So I'm sure they're going to do a good job on those too. So once again, shout out to LG Rose. Send these my way. Code TEMPNECK for $15 off. If these aren't on the site, just give them a shout. And as mentioned, I'm not going to forget y'all. Black is kind of the older style Protro box. Black with the glossy Shizuku. And size tag, as I mentioned, Kobe 6 Protro New Orchid / white size 11. And these do fit true to size. So if you wear that 10, just get that 10, man. Shout out Jay Jones. But that's all I got for y'all. So it's your boy Temp. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for watching. All the OGs who've stuck around. Appreciate y'all. It is your boy Temp. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.